Hi, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on the Wither obby farm. So, did I press recreate? Yeah, I did. I'm going to start with the open spawn, so you're not going to have to dig any endstone or anything when you go through the end. Let's get to the stronghold. Oh, I did miss one. Where is it? Okay, so the first thing you do when you load in is you want to find a good direction to build your enderman platform. So it has to be anywhere that it's going to be fairly easy to get an enderman onto it with like the least amount of bridging. So here it's probably going to be in front of me. It could also be that way. I'm going to do it this way since that's what I have decided. When you're emptying the shulker box, it's going to be really tempting if you're like me and you have bad inventory management to put things back into it. But you want to make sure it stays empty. So make sure that when you put things from the shulker box into your inventory, you're not putting anything back into it. So here we're going to build a 3x3 here. And a little platform to stand on right there. So build 3 on that side, on this side. And now for this part, sorry, you have 2 down and then 1 that you're standing on. And then you're going to build 9 out that way. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Build up 1 and then 1 with a slab. And then put slabs on the bottom of this block. And then you're going to finish a 2x3 platform. And now you have like, your enderman's going to be here, and then the wither's going to shoot at this wall. And now I'm going to go get an enderman onto it. It's this block here. Perfect. Okay. So here, this is really important. You're going to put 3 blocks right here, and this is going to catch the obsidian when the farm starts. I tend to forget these, so make sure you have them. 3 blocks right there. For this part, you can either use a slab there and then place something on top of it, or you can just put something on the side. Either way, you just want this here and then not on top of obsidian. Then put our grindstone down. The orientation of the grindstone doesn't matter, and these blocks don't have to be blast resistant at all. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. The only blocks that you need to be blast resistant are the ones that make the wall in front of the enderman. Otherwise it'll kill it and then it won't work anymore. So now we have everything. Enderman, 3 blocks here. Things you should just double check before spawning the wither. And then as soon as you do that, you put water there and fly out, and you're going to despawn all the other endermen that are around it. And that way you only have the one in the boat, and it's going to aggro on that one enderman. Alright, now that we have that part, we can move on to the chunk loader and the arrows. Oh, now okay, I forgot again to look at the direction that the wither was shooting the enderman. It's in the -X direction. Usually you would check that when you're in the end. This portal should actually already exist. Before you beat the game, you're going to build this in here the first time you enter the portal room. So you just do it with like water and lava and whatever, but I'm too lazy. And then you can put your infinite water source beside it. Now we're going to go through here and light the ground on fire outside of it. Just one block, and it has to be something that burns infinitely, so it can't be this block. It has to be either netherrack or like soul sand or soul soil or something like that. Because if the fire goes out, then the chunk loader stops loading the chunk. And now we're going to take our dispenser, place it so that it's facing up like this. A hopper against it. And then rails go here, finish the portal, and then push the minecart into the obsidian. And stick the boat in there. Put our stairs so one of them faces this way, and then it's going to look like this. One block there. None of the blocks you use here matter except for the pressure plate. It has to be a wooden pressure plate, otherwise the boat won't press it and then your chunk loader will stop working. There it goes. So like I was mentioning earlier, the wither is shooting the enderman in the negative X direction, which means that the arrows that we shoot here also have to shoot this way, negative X. So I'm actually going to start building this on this side. And then we'll put our dispenser over there. And then when the arrows shoot out of there, they'll be shooting negative X, which is what we want. The redstone here, I like to, so when you have your dispenser here, you put one block behind it, stand here, turn to the side, place your repeater, set it to 3 ticks, turn around, another repeater goes against that block, 2 ticks, and then this one is also 2 ticks. And then you're going to connect it all with the redstone. And you put a lever here, and you just hit it twice, and then the clock will start. And there it goes. So for the arrows, you want to make sure that you don't have too many arrows. 3 stacks is the absolute maximum that you should have, but really you only need 2.5. If you have any more than that, it's gonna bring the wither down to really low health. You don't want the wither to be any less than half health, otherwise it's gonna escape the farm and then you won't have any obsidian. So 2.5 only. If you have extra arrows, you can, if you need extra arrows, you can always put them in afterwards, but you shouldn't need any extra, and 2.5 should be just fine. So only put in 2.5 stacks of arrows. And before you do this, you want to make sure that you're ready to enter the end right away. Otherwise, because if you stand around in here, sorting your inventory or whatever, you're just going to be wasting them because the end isn't loaded. So things that you want to make sure you have before putting your arrows in and entering the end is that this thing works, that this is empty because your obsidian goes in there, and that you have everything you need in here. So your leaves and your blaze rods and all that. I actually do want this. Okay, so now I'm ready to enter the end. And you just go to the far side or wherever you want to build your enderman farm. Just start off by towering all the way down. And then you're going to build out 2 stacks this way. And then you're going to build a 3x5. So 3 forward and then 5 to the side. And then you're going to put a roof over it with the same dimensions. so this is good. And then you're going to get 24 blocks and bridge out this way. And then you use solid blocks to build the rest of this, so you should build out 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You complete this 7 by 7 square here. Now for the, I shouldn't do that. So for the wither, you want it to get to pretty much about right here, close to where it is now. And then you know that your arrows are done and that your obsidian is all there. So either wait for it to get about here or watch for the health to start going back up. Mine might be going back up now, it looks pretty close. So you just want to keep an eye on that while you're building this farm. But you should be able to finish this platform before you have to go back. And maybe these leaves around it. So for the leaves you just build out 3 around the whole platform. My wither is gaining health again, so I should go back. So as you can see, I have more than enough obsidian from the 2.5 stacks of arrows. You only need this much, and these 2 are extra. So you can afford some misplaced obsidian. And then you're going to make this platform 3 wide. And you're also going to build a little triangle shape here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is just so that the endermen don't fall off when they all run over here, so they have plenty of room. And they're going to extend this a little bit. Either like 2 or 3 works just fine, or more, doesn't really matter. And then you want to extend this like 7 or 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're ready to start the farm. So what you do here is you want to look on this side at the angle, so it's like 98 degrees, and then this side is 83, and then you're just gonna turn that off. You're gonna keep your angle, like your Z angle, at about -1, or not Z angle, what's this called? I don't know, the second angle, it's like -1, and then you'll be aggroing the enderman behind these guys, and you want to look back and forth while you're doing this. So anywhere between like -1 and -2 is fine, or a little bit less than that even, just so that you're continuously aggroing all the endermen behind them. And you do this for about 4 minutes if you don't have strength, and if you do have strength potions it's like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm not really sure. As long as you get 2 double chests of stacks of pearls, and then you'll have enough. So after 4 minutes go by, you just start hitting their feet. And then you can craft all your eyes after that. That's it. You'll have a lot more pearls, obviously. I only did that for like 30 seconds. You don't need to collect that water. You can just go back. And then, yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go do the cage spawn now. Because the wither farm is a little bit different for this one. So for this one, you can't really choose a direction to go in because this would all be enclosed. I mean, I guess you choose this way because it's like that, but say it's all enclosed and you don't really know where to go, I would just build it positive Z. Seems to be what everyone does. You want to build out, so 9 blocks this way again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then down 2. And then you want to make this a 3x3 going this way, so this is, I guess you could dig out 7 and then go down 2, but I just want this to be a 3x3. I'm gonna do this all in creative mode. Yeah, so this block here is 9 blocks out and your enderman is going to be here. You also want to make sure that you have this part open. That doesn't have to be open, just like this. And you also need to have this to be 3 tall, otherwise your wither won't have a good line of sight on the enderman and then it won't work very well. So now we need to get an enderman in the boat. Why isn't this working? Oh, I'm in creative mode, that's why. Okay, let's get this enderman. So, I've played the seed before, so I know if I build it here, I'm going to get the boat break glitch. So I'm going to do this way. Hopefully it gets into the boat. There it goes. Okay. Perfect. I missed. Okay. Oh no, I forgot about that. There we go. Let's fix that. And this, I guess you usually use end stone or something. These should be blast resistant blocks here. Protecting the enderman. Although usually the wither can't shoot this far anyway. Usually its blasts get blocked by the walls here. So these blocks aren't too important. But you should have them just in case. Usually on a cage spawn, this would be filled in already. Like there would be a bottom to it. But since there is none, I'm gonna have to do that myself. So again, just make sure you have a 3x3 underneath it, and that's all you need. There we go, so this should be fine. I'll just block this off too, just to make it like a normal cage spawn. And then we'll do our soul sand. Oh yeah, this would all be closed off too usually. It's because I blew up the end crystal. So then the grindstone is, this part is really important. Oh, this is on the wrong block. Okay, so the grindstone, you can't place it on the roof like that. You have to place it against another block. It's slightly different. Hopefully you can see that. So yeah, just make sure that it's against the side of a block and not completely upside down. Otherwise your wither will escape, and then you'll have no obsidian. This part is the same. You just spawn the wither, put water there, and then fly out. I'm just gonna build a place to fly out here. think I turned off hostile mob sounds. Yeah, I did. Usually you hear the wither sound. The weird banging sound. There we go. You can see it's working fine. And then from here you would just do everything else the same way on the other one. I got 2 shulker boxes. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed and don't throw the obsidian farm. Thanks.